Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by telling you this. Hard times don't last, but tough people do. You may feel like you're stuck in a storm, battered by the winds of life, but I want to remind you of this truth. Storms are temporary, and they don't have the power to define you unless you let them. Some of you are walking through valleys so dark you can't see your way out. You've cried tears nobody else saw. You've carried burdens nobody else understands. But I'm here to tell you, don't give up. There's more in you than what you see right now. When life knocks you down, it's not over. Let me say it again. It's not over. That setback, it's just a setup for your comeback. The pain you're feeling, it's producing strength you didn't know you had. The rejection you faced is God's redirection to something greater. Think about the seed that's buried in the soil. To the outside world, it looks like it's been covered up, forgotten. But underground, something powerful is happening. The darkness of the soil isn't its end. It's the place where transformation begins. You may feel buried right now, but you're not buried. You're planted. And if you can hold on through this season, something is going to grow. You may say, I've tried and it's not working. I've prayed and nothing's changing. Let me remind you, delays are not denials. Just because you can't see the progress doesn't mean it isn't happening. Sometimes the greatest work is done in the unseen places. Trust the process. Hard times are like weights in a gym. If you avoid the weight, you avoid the growth. But when you push through, when you press on, when you refuse to quit, you come out stronger. You come out wiser. You come out better. So I need you to make a decision today. Decide that quitting is not an option. Decide that no matter how tough it gets, you're going to keep moving forward. Decide that you're going to rise above the pain, the fear, the doubt. And when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot and hold on. Hold on to hope. Hold on to faith. Hold on to the belief that something better is ahead. Remember this, diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined by fire, and you are life. Is a journey filled with moments of joy, triumph, and fulfillment. But it is equally marked by seasons of challenge, difficulty, and uncertainty. Hard times are inevitable, yet they are not permanent. They can feel overwhelming, suffocating even, as if there is no way out, but no storm lasts forever. And no season endures indefinitely. The truth is that hard times are temporary, and within that truth lies the power to endure, persevere, and ultimately overcome. There are moments in life when the weight of circumstances feels unbearable, like you are walking through a valley where the shadows loom large and the path forward is unclear. The human experience is filled with such valleys. Times of loss, failure, heartbreak, or struggle. In these moments, it is easy to believe that the pain will never end, that the heaviness will never lift. But what often goes unnoticed in the midst of hardship is that life operates in cycles. Just as day follows night and spring follows winter, our seasons of difficulty will inevitably give way to seasons of renewal. Think about the natural world and the lessons it teaches. A storm may rage fiercely, with winds howling and rain pouring down, but eventually it subsides. The clouds part, the sun breaks through, and the world begins to heal. The same principle applies to the storms in our lives. No matter how intense or prolonged they may seem, they are not permanent fixtures. They are temporary disruptions. The key is to remember that while you may not be able to control the storm, you can choose how you respond to it. You can choose to believe that better days are ahead, even when the evidence is not yet visible. In the midst of hardship, time can feel distorted. Days feel like weeks and weeks feel like months. Pain has a way of stretching the fabric of time, making it seem as though the struggle is unending. But this perception is not reality. Just as a seed planted in the soil undergoes a transformation in the unseen depths, so too does growth occur within us during times of difficulty. The darkness of the soil is not the seed's end. It is the environment where its potential begins to unfold. And similarly, the dark and difficult moments in our lives are not our endpoint. They are the spaces where resilience, strength, and character are cultivated. It is important to recognize that hard times serve a purpose. While no one willingly seeks out adversity, it often carries hidden lessons and opportunities for growth. The trials we face have the potential to refine us, much like fire refines gold. They strip away what is unnecessary, reveal what is essential, and shape us into stronger, wiser versions of ourselves. In the midst of the struggle, it may be difficult to see the purpose, but hindsight often reveals that the most challenging seasons were the ones that prepared us for greater things. Hard times also have a way of revealing our inner strength. There is a reservoir of resilience within each of us, a wellspring of perseverance that often remains untapped until it is called upon. When life is smooth and easy, we may not realize the depths of our own capacity to endure. It is in the face of adversity that this strength emerges, surprising even ourselves with its depth and power. The very act of enduring hardship proves that we are capable of more than we imagine. Another truth about hard times is that they are often the prelude to breakthroughs. Just as the darkest hour comes before dawn, the most challenging seasons often precede moments of profound transformation. Consider the stories of those who have achieved greatness or overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. In nearly every case, their journey was marked by periods of struggle, failure, and doubt. Yet it was precisely these experiences that forged their character, honed their skills, and prepared them for the opportunities that lay ahead. It is also worth noting that hard times have a way of deepening our sense of gratitude. When life is easy, it is natural to take things for granted. We may overlook the blessings that surround us or fail to appreciate the simple joys of everyday life. But hardship has a way of sharpening our focus, reminding us of what truly matters. It teaches us to value the people who support us, the moments of beauty that sustain us, and the small victories that propel us forward. In this way, hard times are not only temporary, they are transformative. Perspective is another powerful tool for navigating hard times. While it is natural to feel consumed by our own struggles, it is important to remember that we are not alone in our challenges. Every person you meet is carrying their own burdens, facing their own storms. This shared human experience reminds us that difficulty is not a punishment. It is a part of life. By shifting our perspective, we can begin to see our struggles not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and connection. In moments of hardship, it is crucial to focus on what is within our control. While we may not be able to change our circumstances overnight, we can choose how we respond to them. We can choose to take small steps forward even when the path feels steep. We can choose to hold on to hope even when it feels distant. We can choose to believe in the possibility of change even when the evidence is scarce. We can choose to believe in the possibility of change, even when the evidence is scarce. These choices, though seemingly small, have the power to shift the trajectory of our lives. Hope is a vital companion in hard times. It is the anchor that keeps us steady when the waves threaten to overwhelm us. Hope is not the denial of reality. It is the belief that our current reality is not the end of our story. It is the assurance that better days are ahead, even if we cannot see them yet. Hope gives us the strength to persevere, to keep moving forward, and to trust that the temporary nature of our struggles will eventually give way to something greater. Hard times also remind us of the importance of community. No one is meant to navigate the challenges of life alone. When we reach out for support, share our burdens, and lean on others, we discover the power of connection. We realize that we are stronger together, that the encouragement and compassion of others can help us endure even the most difficult seasons. We attempt to be strong along with others. We wait for the day when reaching out has become weakness, and in turn, our own experiences of hardship can become a source of strength for others as we use what we have learned to lift up those who are struggling. Resilience is built not in the absence of difficulty, but in the process of facing it head on. It is the ability to adapt, to recover, and to grow stronger in the face of adversity. Resilience does not mean that we will never feel pain or doubt. It means that we will not allow those feelings to define us. It means that we will rise again and again, no matter how many times we are knocked down. And with each rise, we prove to ourselves and the world that hard times are temporary and that we are capable of overcoming them. Never. Faith is another powerful force in navigating hard times, whether it is faith in a higher power, faith in the goodness of humanity, or faith in our own abilities. This sense of trust and belief can sustain us when the road is difficult. Faith reminds us that there is a bigger picture, that our struggles are not in vain, and that we are being shaped for a purpose greater than we can imagine. As we move through hard times, it is important to celebrate progress, no matter how small. Every step forward, every moment of resilience, and every act of courage is a victory. These small victories remind us that we are moving, that we are growing, and that the season of hardship is not permanent. They are the markers of our journey, the evidence that we are capable of enduring and overcoming. Hard times, while difficult, are a part of life's tapestry. They are threads that add depth, color, and texture to our story. They are temporary disruptions that, when viewed in the context of our entire journey, reveal themselves to be essential chapters in our growth and transformation. Through resilience, hope, and faith, we can endure these seasons, trusting that they are temporary and that brighter days lie ahead. Life is not a straight path, but a journey filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Along the way, we encounter setbacks that challenge our strength, test our resolve, and sometimes make us question our purpose. Setbacks, however, are not the end of the road. They are often the catalyst for our greatest comebacks. They are moments where growth is forged, resilience is built, and opportunity is born. It is in the depths of these challenges that we discover the power within us to rise, to fight back, and to emerge stronger than before. Setbacks are not an indicator of failure. They are a natural part of any journey toward success. They remind us that progress is rarely linear. Growth often comes with discomfort, and discomfort often comes with the missteps, delays, and obstacles that we face along the way. These moments, while difficult, hold the seeds of transformation. They compel us to reassess our priorities, reevaluate our strategies, and recalibrate our focus. In doing so, they prepare us for breakthroughs we may not have anticipated. When faced with a setback, the immediate reaction is often frustration, disappointment, or even despair. It is human nature to feel the weight of unmet expectations or unfulfilled goals. But beneath these emotions lies an opportunity to look deeper, to find meaning in the struggle, and to understand that setbacks are rarely permanent. They are temporary interruptions that can lead to profound change. God sold us and God buy us. They force us to pause, to take stock of where we are, and to consider the possibilities that lie ahead. Some of the greatest achievements in history were born out of setbacks. Many successful individuals encountered failure, rejection, or significant obstacles on their way to greatness. Their stories are a testament to the power of perseverance and the truth that setbacks do not define us. Our response to them does. Each time they faced adversity, they chose to rise again, to learn from their experiences, and to move forward with renewed determination. These moments of comeback became the turning points in their lives, transforming what seemed like insurmountable challenges into stepping stones toward success. Setbacks often have a way of revealing our true character. They strip away pretense and force us to confront our fears, doubts, and limitations. In doing so, they also uncover our strengths, our resilience, and our capacity to overcome. When we are knocked down, we are given the opportunity to rise with greater strength than before. This process is not easy, nor is it quick, but it is essential. Each time we get back up, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of withstanding the trials of life and emerging better for it. One of the most profound truths about setbacks is that they often serve as redirections. What may seem like a failure in one moment can later reveal itself to be a blessing in disguise. The path we thought was right for us may not have been the one that would lead to our greatest potential. Setbacks force us to pivot, to explore new options, and to consider paths we may not have otherwise taken. Leverage setbacks. Use criticism as feedback for yourself to be better, for more, and for more. The path we thought was right for us may not have been the one that would lead to our greatest potential. Setbacks force us to pivot, to explore new options, and to consider paths we may not have otherwise taken. In this way, they often lead us to opportunities we never imagined, to doors we never thought to knock on, and to victories we never thought possible. Setbacks also teach us the value of persistence. It is easy to keep moving forward when everything is going smoothly, but true strength is revealed in how we respond when the road gets rough. Persistence is the ability to keep going even when the odds seem stacked against us. It is the determination to push through discomfort, to rise above doubt, and to continue pursuing our goals despite the setbacks we face. Each time we persist, we build resilience, and each time we overcome, we grow stronger. In the midst of a setback, it can be difficult to see the bigger picture. It is easy to become consumed by the immediate problem, to focus on the pain or frustration of the moment. But when we step back and view our journey as a whole, we begin to see that setbacks are not the end. They are simply a part of the process. They are the moments that prepare us for what lies ahead, the experiences that equip us with the tools we need to handle future challenges. They are not roadblocks, but stepping stones, not failures, but lessons. It is also important to recognize that setbacks are universal. Every person, no matter how successful or accomplished, has faced challenges and obstacles. This shared experience reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. It is a part of the human condition to encounter difficulties, and it is a part of the human spirit to overcome them. By understanding that setbacks are a common part of life, we can find comfort in the knowledge that they do not signal our inadequacy, but rather our humanity. Setbacks can also be a source of creativity and innovation. When our usual methods and approaches no longer work, we are forced to think outside the box, to explore new ideas, and to find solutions we may not have considered before. This process of adaptation and creativity often leads to breakthroughs that propel us forward in ways we never anticipated. The very act of overcoming a setback can spark new ideas, new strategies, and new possibilities. The journey of a comeback begins with a decision to not let the setback define us, to not let the challenge defeat us. It is a decision to rise, to fight, and to believe that better days are ahead. This decision is not always easy. nor is it always immediate. It may take time to process the emotions of a setback, to regroup, and to refocus. But once that decision is made, it becomes the foundation of a powerful comeback. Fact is, a comeback is not just about returning to where we were before. It is about rising higher, going further, and achieving more than we thought possible. It is about using the lessons of the setback to propel us forward, to fuel our growth, and to inspire our determination. Each step of the journey, no matter how small, brings us closer to our goals and reminds us of our own resilience. The beauty of a comeback is that it often inspires others. When we overcome setbacks, we not only transform our own lives, but also become a source of hope and encouragement for those around us. Our stories of perseverance and triumph remind others that they too can overcome their challenges, that they too have the strength to rise. In this way, our comebacks create a ripple effect, spreading inspiration and resilience far beyond ourselves. Setbacks are also an opportunity to deepen our faith. Faith in ourselves, faith in the process, and faith in the possibilities of life. They challenge us to trust that even when the path is unclear, there is a way forward. They remind us that we are stronger than we know, that we are capable of enduring more than we imagine, and that we are never alone in our journey. In the midst of a setback, it is important to focus on progress, no matter how small. Each step forward, no matter how minor it may seem, is a victory. Each act of persistence, each moment of courage, and each decision to keep going is a testament to our strength. These small victories remind us that we are moving, that we are growing, and that the setback is not the end. Setbacks are a reminder that success is not about avoiding failure, but about learning from it. They are opportunities to reflect, to grow, and to become better. They teach us the importance of adaptability, the power of resilience, and the value of perseverance. They remind us that the road to success is rarely smooth, but that the journey is worth it. Life is filled with challenges, but it is also filled with opportunities for growth and transformation. Setbacks are not the end of the story. They are simply a part of the process. They are the moments that test us, shape us, and prepare us for the comebacks that lie ahead. Through resilience, determination, and faith, we can turn our setbacks into setups for comebacks, transforming challenges into opportunities and obstacles and stepping stones. Perseverance is a choice, a deliberate, intentional decision to keep moving forward, no matter how daunting the circumstances. It is not a passive act of waiting for things to improve, but an active stance of refusing to give in to adversity. When faced with difficulties, setbacks, and challenges, it is perseverance that transforms the impossible into the achievable. It is the quiet but powerful resolve that says, I will not quit. To persevere is to recognize that the path may be hard, the progress slow, and the obstacles many. But it is also to understand that the journey is worth it. Deciding to persevere does not mean the absence of struggle or doubt. There will be moments when the weight of the journey feels overwhelming, when exhaustion creeps in, and when the temptation to quit seems unbearable. It is in these moments that the decision to persevere becomes most significant. It is the act of choosing to continue despite the odds, despite the fear, and despite the uncertainty. It is the understanding that even when progress feels invisible, the act of moving forward is itself a victory. Life often presents situations that test the limits of perseverance. These situations can range from personal struggles to professional challenges, from financial hardships to health crises, and from broken relationships to unfulfilled dreams. In each case, the decision to persevere becomes a defining moment. It is the moment when we decide to rise above the pain, to face the difficulty head on, and to refuse to let circumstances dictate our destiny. The first stage, the natural end stage. Life is a decision. The destiny is defined. It's to the higher power. This decision is not about ignoring the reality of the struggle, but about embracing the possibility of overcoming it. Perseverance is deeply tied to hope. Hope is the belief that better days are ahead, that change is possible, and that the effort we put in today will yield results tomorrow. It is hope that fuels perseverance, giving us the strength to take another step when we feel like stopping. It is hope that reminds us that the challenges we face are temporary, and that every storm, no matter how fierce, eventually passes. By deciding to persevere, we affirm our belief in hope and commit ourselves to the journey, even when the destination feels distant. The decision to persevere is also an act of courage. It takes courage to confront difficulties, to face fears, and to continue moving forward when the road is unclear. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means choosing to act in spite of it. Perseverance requires the courage to believe in ourselves, to trust in our abilities, and to have faith in the process. It requires us to stand firm in the face of uncertainty and to keep going even when the outcome is unknown. Perseverance is not about perfection, it is about progress. It is not about avoiding failure, but about learning from it and continuing on. Each step we take, no matter how small, brings us closer to our goals. Each act of persistence, no matter how insignificant it may seem, builds strength and resilience. Perseverance is the willingness to take one step at a time, to face each challenge as it comes, and to keep moving forward even when the progress feels slow. The journey of perseverance is not always linear. There will be moments of doubt, setbacks, and even temporary failures. These moments are not indications of weakness, but rather opportunities for growth. They teach us valuable lessons, refine our character, and prepare us for greater challenges ahead. Each time we choose to persevere, we grow stronger, more determined, and more resilient. We prove to ourselves that we are capable of enduring and overcoming, and we build the confidence to face whatever comes next. Perseverance also requires patience. It is the understanding that success, growth, and transformation take time. It is the willingness to endure the process, to trust that the seeds we plant today will eventually bear fruit. Patience is not passive. It is an active choice to remain committed to the journey, even when results are not immediate. It is the ability to focus on the long-term goal, to stay the course, and to resist the urge to give up when progress feels slow. The decision